whatever. And we are now back with the show here on KXVS, the Voice of Stockton. My name is Josh Arago.
Out of my mic. Out of my mic, buddy.
Hey, don't blame me for you just talking about Barbie and stuff.
We were talking about Ruby.
Oh, Ruby.
Yeah.
Ruby?
Yeah.
I play Pokemon Ruby.
Not Ruby. The anime film show from Rooster Teeth.
Okay.
Which, quote unquote, is an anime. Believe it or not.
Hmm. So, otherwise said done, welcome back to the second hour of the show here. Gustavo has the helm. And pretty much it's time for him to enter his Killer Keemstar.
Honestly, like the first time, I think it was kind of annoying. By now, it's kind of like, whatever. You're going to still doing the same joke, regardless if I say to stop or not.
I'm gonna throw this pen at you again.
You already told it twice.
No, I haven't.
You did.
No, you haven't. There's no proof. Cameron never even picked it up. Cameron never picked it up.
You were saying.
All right, let's continue here.
Anyways, prosecution halted in ugly, I can't pronounce that, death threats against voice actress Nana Mizuki. The Tokyo District Police Prosecutor Office decided on Wednesday to not move forward with the indictment of Akihiro Fukushima, a 32-year-old part-time worker at an Nagahama City resident, for allegedly posting on Twitter that he will kill singer and voice actress. You know, you can use my laptop to search that up.
Nah, I want to be close to you.
I don't want to be close to you.
They long to be close to you by the Carpenters.
Nana Mizuki Fukushima was arrested on February 20 on the charge of obstructing business. According to the early police investigation, the suspect from Shiga Prefecture admitted to the charge by saying, "I emailed Mizuki to say I want to meet you, but I got no response, so I did this out of spite." The police reported that the suspect growled the Mizuki's Twitter account on February 2nd. "I got no choice but to kill Nana Mizuki," and other messages. The police are charging him with interfering with business activity on Mizuki's fan club management. Mizuki representatives filed a complaint with the Tokyo Metropolitan Police in Akasaka on the same day they received the alleged threats. The police uncovered the suspect from the Twitter account name and other leads. After the incident, Mizuki's agency beefed up security at events. Another male part-time worker was arrested in 2008 for posting on the second on S2CH online message board that he will kill Mizuki and her fans.
Hmm.
So what do you think about this?
A diehard fan does what a diehard fan does.
But do you think it was some good move because he wants to meet her, saying
No.
those kind of stuff?
No. That is not a good move just to say, I'm gonna... I kind of forgot like what the conversation was like. If you don't meet with me, I'm gonna kill you type of thing.
Basically.
So I'm like,
No, but so basically it says, "Hey, I want to meet you," right? But
mhm.
he didn't receive any message back. So he went to Twitter and posted, "Hey, I'm going to kill this Nana Mizuki."
No.
So at least as a fan voice actor, do you think like the first message? Do you think it was good for her to not reply the message?
I mean, it's. I think like, cause like, I mean, like, I think like she went. Did she notice that other tweet? Did she notice the tweet and then
Y-
reported him?
Yeah, because they say the company reported the same day that received the tweet.
Okay, so I would just let. I'm kind of glad that they kind. I mean that is a threat. They did. I think they did press charges on him. Was it they press charges?
They did.
It's his fault. I'll say that much. It's just him trying to do stuff.
But let's say, okay, let's put it like this, and let's put it in the perspective of an idol, right?
Hmm.
Or a voice actor. Do you will you answer that? despite he is like the biggest fan of your career.
I mean, I would answer it, but at the same time, if he does that, I'm gonna be like, yeah, I'm getting my people together. Just
Okay, let's put it like this. I send you a message saying, "Hey, I want to meet you."
okay.
That's it.
Yeah.
Will you meet me up,
Yes, I will.
even though you don't know me?
Yes.
Wow, you must have a lot of potatoes down there.
But then I would actually have some security. We'll do a background check. Then we'll do this airplane style.
Oh, I don't like you. I love the plane.
We're gonna do the thing they do in Rush Hour 3 when they confiscated the gun. All right, so I'm gonna give up a news I found here. Chat with irregular at magical high school characters via AI. Last August, Sony Music Entertainment and the Institute of Language Understanding unveiled their Project Samantha AI program, which lets users communicate with the characters Motoko from Mebe Bato Shoujo, Abusive Girl manga. On Sunday, the program unveiled the next character it will bring to life, Tatsuya and Miyuki Shiba from the Irregular at Magic High School. The service will open on the official Irregular at Magic High School anime website on June 9 at 12 p.m. So it's a little bit far, but that kind of sounds interesting that you can chat with characters.
Interesting. Interesting.
I wanna chat with my noir. No matter what.
Anyways, this is something interesting I personally found. You name bracelets making demonstration at Anime Japan 2017. At Anime Japan last weekend, a lucky few were able to get a hands-on experience with Kumihimo, a traditional silk threaded braiding art form. If you've seen Makoto Shinka's Your Name anime film, Misuha and her family makes these bracelets in a traditional way, and one of the bracelets has an important role in the film. Because well,
Oh no, I'm looking up something.
those interested had to apply for a lottery to participate, with only 60 people able to make the bracelets at a time during each 30 minutes time slot. The demonstration cost 3,000 yen, about $27, to participate if you were chosen from the lottery. The specific bracelet featured in your name is complex and time consuming, so those who participated made a much simpler version, Yubi Kumi Himo, or finger loop braided cord, using the same orange, red, and blue colors that were used in the bracelet for the film. For comparison, here's the replica of the bracelet, which is in an image, and compare it to the one participant made at the event. What do you think about this with this kind of stuff? Oh yeah, and before anything else, if you guys are wondering about this and if you guys want to read the article, you guys can go to Anime News Network. That way you guys can continue reading this out.
Yeah, because looks like there's like 50 page of dialogue.
It's not like a 50 page of dialogue. It's more like they show more images and information. And I don't want to steal like the whole plot of you guys visiting that website because some of the website depends on how many clicks they get. So yeah, what do you think about this?
Kind of interesting that again, like the like, I think like they were making like the bracelet. I think like the bracelet they used, the girl had. I
Mhm.
think, yeah, it's kind of cool. So I'm gonna derail something here.
Wasn't a bracelet. It was more like in her hair.
Yeah, it was hair, but I think it. Oh,
The guy gave us a bracelet.
yeah.
And what do you think about it? Do you think it was a smart move?
It was a smart move. Looks like.
Because the movie was quite or super popular,
Yeah.
and it's still going on popularity wise.
Yeah.
So I think this is like a smart move to earn some cash out of it.
Yeah. Milking it while it's still popular.
Unfortunately, that's the truth.
That's what people do with My Little Pony. It's still popular. Cash it in. Aho Girls, Coolest Girls anime teaser trailer. I like the fact that this character has bananas.
Banana,
No joke. Look.
banana,
Potatoes.
banana. That was kind of creepy. Anyways, a different article that I personally think it was like the most interesting caught me out of the whole thing is how do hikikomono, hikikomori affords the expensive hobbies. Basically, a hikikomori is somebody who is a need, and I see that. Just because you're my producer, I'm going to kick your ass.
Hey, really?
Okay, never mind.
My my Jiminy Crickets. Peggy 12, come on.
Peggy 18.
Why do you have to go through all that Madoka? We have 2 minutes before we go on break.
Awkward silence.
My Jiminy Crickets.
What can I say? You're the best producer I've ever had.
Thank you. I'm a fun producer. And at
You're
least
not.
I can censor my words compared to you. Isn't this like you're
I'll say ad.
you tripper?
You're tripping. I told you, you need to stay away from the coffee, dude. You're listening to stuff.
I am trying to pay attention to your broken English right now.
That's what I say. Stay away from the coffee.
You know what?
Anyways, how do needs hikikomori afford their lavish lifestyle even if they have no jobs? For those unfamiliar, needs stand for not engaged in education, employment, or training. And the term was actually first coined in the UK and described young adults under 25 or so who are, well, just what it says, unemployed and not in any kind of schooling. In Japan, the categories includes 700,000 or so young adults, many of whom have become antisocial shut-ins known as hikikomori. Hikikomori. A lot of ink has been spilled about Japan's hikikomori problem by and large Japan's hikikomori are depressed young men who have either wolf feel fully or thought inactive, shut themselves off, and by imprisoning imprisoning themselves in a small apartment, usually a one room flat, and never leaving for as long as a decade or more. They buy their daily necessaries online. They don't talk to old friends or family. Many are suffering from a variety of mental illness, including neurosis, anxiety, and social phobias, made worse by social pressure and social isolation. Nearly all of them are male, and while this was a phenomenon for of college age adults, the average age is now 32. The hikikomori issue started coming up in Japanese media around 2004 or so and became a subject of much handwriting. I highly recommend the hugely influential anime series novel manga series Welcome to the NHK for a rundown of just what that life feels like or looks like. Most needs are living of an allowance provided to them by their parents. This allowance usually covers rent for a tiny studio apartment, usually and a certain amount of food. Very often, the parents are riddled of with guilt over the kids' status as a need, blaming their own lack of dedication as parents for pressuring them to succeed too much, or just can't bear to let them starve or go homeless. Some have accused these parents of enabling their grown kids on how to lifestyle for them, or the alternative is even scary. So if you guys want to pick it up, or if you guys can understand my broken English, you guys can check it out on Enemies News Network.
Enemy News Network.
Or Answer Main. So what do you think about this? Do you think what do you think about this hikikomori problem? You weren't paying attention to me, did you?
No, I was doing something.
But so basically, hikikomori is basically a need.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody who's not engaged with school or employment or training. They stay in their rooms. They don't go out, and they buy everything online.
Nope.
No, I'm saying what's your opinion about the subject.
Um, I don't know.
And from what it says is that they pay everything from an allowance that they receive from their parents. And the main reason why the parents is paying for the stuff uh, is mainly because they feel like they they're to blame because they're putting too much pressure on their kids when they're studying. They're having like high expectations for them to become better, and and in a way they don't want for the kids to starve or go homeless,
Hmm.
and they're accusing the parents for making that situation even more difficult for those guys. That because they suffer of social anxiety, well, anxiety, give me a sec, social phobias, neurosis, and mental illness. Do you think, at least from the parent perspective, because I mean, it's an example, right?
Mm.
Do you think it's a great idea to care your kid who is in need?
For the most part, if he's like, as you said, like I think what the need is like they're a shut-in person.
Yeah,
For the most part, as a if, as a parent who would ever get a kid like that, I would just not really accept that part. Sadly.
but let's say you're putting a lot of pressure on him as a parent, like you're having like high expectations, and if he doesn't meet the expectations, he is mentally is going to go down.
Yeah.
He's going to be less friendly. He's going to be more rude and stuff like that. Like he might end up just becoming a shut-in. Do you think you might end up getting the point of be like, hey, I'm ashamed that my kid didn't reach that point,
Yeah.
so I don't mind if he's a shut-in.
Yep.
So I'm going to pay his bill and stuff like that. I'm just going to give him an allowance. That way he can survive at least with the bare minimum.
Still gotta get a job. That's all I'm just gonna be saying. That's all I have to say. Let's go on break.
Okay, that went dark.
Yes, it did go dark.
It went dark.
That's why I was like thinking like, should I answer your question?
I mean, you can answer my question. It's totally fine if you don't want to answer it.
Darn it! Why didn't you give me the option?
Because you didn't ask. You didn't ask at all. So I'm like, hey, there's this and this and this.
Let's go on break, and when we come back, I'll be punching Gus in the face.
You can always ask if you didn't know that. Anyways, we're going on a break.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, if you guys haven't, you guys can follow us on Twitter at Carnival Animate.